Hey, I'm Brian McCauley, and this is the Sales Edge. How many times do you get asked to do a presentation, your place of business, either for peers or associates or customers? I'm sure it's probably not an everyday occurrence, but I bet a fair amount of time you're asked to give your thoughts or presentations of sorts to a group of people. And I know the pitfalls, man, of those kinds of presentations. I know them well. 120, 125 PowerPoint slide decks with 200 words per slide, all in font 12, that somebody's standing up there just reading off. I know they don't want to come across that way, and I know you don't either. And there are a lot of times that I get asked by people, hey, do you mind looking at this presentation that I got to give? Give me your thoughts. And before I ever look at a PowerPoint or look at any kind of material at all, I always ask this question. Hey, where do you want the audience to be as a result of your presentation? What's your objective? Where are you trying to get them to? And I think that's a very good question to ask yourself before you do any presentation, because it helps ensure that the objectives that you want to meet are what's going to drive your message, not a bunch of frivolous words and things you think you need to throw in there in order to fill up some content. Very important to know your objective on the front end. And then once you get that, then you need to start boiling down your message. If you can boil your message down to 3 key points, you're going to be better off. And you're probably asking yourself, why 3? Well, marketers have known for generations that if they know the power of 3, and if they can keep their messages to 3 key points, you're more than likely going to remember them, and they're more than likely going to do their job. The power of 3 is powerful, man. You know, look at the world in general. There's 3 Stooges. There's not 4. There's not 2. How many Musketeers were there? 3. You got the elves in the Rice Krispie commercials. Snap, crackle, pop. I mean, how many medals do we give away in the Olympics? We don't give away 4. We give away 3. Gold, silver, and bronze. So now you got your objective and you figuring out your points. Man, don't start creating a PowerPoint presentation just yet. Do yourself a favor, get out a piece of paper and start writing out, brainstorming what the messages are you're trying to deliver. And if you can keep it in 3 buckets, man, you're better off. But if you'll do that first, and this is brainstorming too, by the way, so you're going to come up with a lot of stuff. Some of it's going to be not useful, some of it will be useful, all right? But when you do all that first, then you're ready to start creating a PowerPoint. And what that will do for you is that will ensure that your objective and the messages that you want to deliver are driving your PowerPoint, not your PowerPoint driving your presentation. All right, so you want your go and your messages to deliver where you're going, not your desire to fill up a PowerPoint presentation. All right, so plan your outcome. What do you have to say in order to get your audience there? Can you boil it down to 3 points and then hammer it home, hammer it home, hammer it home? When I first got in training, I had an old Marine tell me, Brian, let me tell you the only 3 things you're ever going to need to know about training. We learned it in the Marine Corps. Tell them what you're going to tell them, and tell them what you told them. Get your 3 points, hammer them home. Thanks for coming. Talk to you next week.